Boosie Badazz, who was a rapper that is known to be extremely homophobic and transphobic, had a lot to say about this James Ivey situation. All right. And essentially, he posted a statement that was posted on World Star. That was the only place I could find it. I think Jasmine Brand deleted it. I normally do not use World Star, as a source, but but World Star still has a lot of numbers. Child, they was the only ones who posted it that I could find quickly. So Boosie Badazz had a lot to say, basically defending NBA guard Jayden Ivey. Is that his name? Yeah, Jayden Ivey. Sorry about that. I was going to say James Harden, child. Jayden Ivey, in regards to his anti-LGBTQ rhetoric and him being let go, aka waived, let go softly, waived by the Chicago Bulls. Per those rants that came out on his Instagram live. Here, let's go ahead and let's read the statement before I give my opinion. Boosie Badazz, he said, "This is sad. It's no more freedom of speech anymore. SMH comedians can't even make jokes about it no more. The power that has been given to community is outrageous. Straight men and women. Oh Lord, it's so hard to read this. Sorry. Straight men and women no longer have a voice anymore. SMH, if we speak, it's taken as hate. And I see no one preaching against hate. I see no one preaching hate, honestly. Just because someone don't agree doesn't mean it's hate. It's sad how it's easy to get canceled for your own beliefs. You can't even make a statement like, end quote, I only like cootie cat. And he didn't say cootie cat, he said the P word, Pussy. And he put in, which I think means and it will be taken as a shot to the community. So what he's saying is you can't even make a statement saying I only like coochie because it'll be taken as a shot to the LGBTQ community. He put also I think people in that community should stand up and speak when people get banned for not agreeing. Why be quiet when your acceptance is greater than ever? So many people with power who are really afraid. Corporations, leagues, etc. are afraid. Billionaires are afraid. Trump, Elon, the only two powerful people with nuts to disagree out loud. What if millions of dollars was taken from your son for not agreeing with certain things and speaking the Bible? How would you feel? Hopefully Jayden Ivey gets another contract to feed his family despite his remarks. Boosie. Well, Boosie, it is what it is. I think that this is another example of people weaponizing faith. And my issue with Boosie's statement, with statements like this, is that you have people who are saying it's okay to be problematic, it's okay to be homophobic. And that is just not okay. Like, I don't know why y'all keep thinking that it's okay to talk shit. Like, let's just be honest. There was a time where it was socially okay to pick on LGBTQ people and talk shit. This has nothing to do with comedians, right? Comedians are different. Comedians are free to be problematic, right? When you go see a comedy show, even if you agree with it or not, the beauty of being a comedian is that you're an entertainer who can really like shake shit up. That's the purpose of that, right? But when you are a basketball player who is not vocal, you're not even supposed to be even having these damn conversations publicly. Your job is to play basketball, stay in your lane. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, for me, it just annoys me when you have men like this who are framing themselves as being harmed for causing harm to other people and hiding behind faith. Y'all are so used to having that be socially acceptable. And I just really think that heterosexual people like y'all just have a really difficult time being held accountable for that. Like, why does disrespecting another group of people, because this is the sad part here. Y'all are black, okay? So but why is it that disrespecting another group of people, when it's not socially acceptable, you want to complain and say someone is harming you and taking away your rights? That is really, really dangerous thinking, personally. Like, it's insane that the disrespect and the homophobia is so ingrained in people. Like, they're so used to being that way to where when they're called out about it, they take it as like a threat against their livelihood when they are held accountable. Does it make sense? Like, Jayden should have never got on camera and said that. Jayden should have went online or he should have vents it to his wife or something about how he doesn't agree with that. And also, so here's another thing. There are plenty of things when it comes to heterosexual people that I don't agree with. There are plenty of gender norms, and even though I transition, child, there are plenty of things that I don't agree with people in general, right? There are plenty of things. And if I were to get on camera and say it, people would come at me. They wouldn't care if I was trans. I just had a friend who got mad at me, actually. I'm not trying to say this to shade her or disrespect her, but she got upset because I support Jasmine Crockett and she feels like I'm a blue MAGA person. These are what I'm saying. And we had some words and I had to stop the conversation because she was trying to twist my words and trying to one up me and make herself feel better and feel more righteous for her not voting and things like that and her being a leftist. Do you see what I'm saying? So I had to let that one go, right? It's just certain things where I get that we live in an age where we think we have all this freedom of speech, but why does here's the thing: when people use this freedom of speech argument, what I genuinely don't understand is why do y'all want freedom of speech to be used when y'all are being blatantly problematic? That is wild to me. Like, it'll never make sense to me. I remember I talked to this guy who I was like trying to date or whatever. He was a Latino man, by the way, and he was saying how he's okay with MAGA white people saying racial discriminatory terms towards his race and his ethnic people. He was okay with that. And he was like, well, they have the freedom of speech, so it doesn't bother me when they're racist and they say racist things. That's a freedom of speech. And I just was like, so y'all, it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why there is this urgent need to be like a problematic contrarian these days. Like I for me, I don't get it. I don't know why there is this energy. And maybe I just don't understand it. I'll never understand it. So that's something that y'all community, y'all got to go work that out. But yeah, this isn't a hill that I would necessarily die on, but Boosie has his opinion. It is what it is. It just sucks when these conversations are had. And here's the thing: whenever things like this happen, though, these are the real conversations that people are having behind closed doors. They are. There are people that are homophobic like this. There are people who feel like what they say is not a problem. They genuinely feel like it's not a problem to say those things, and then they weaponize and hide behind faith. I had to let go of a friend who did that to me a few years ago. She got saved and she started judging me and my other friends. And, we had to part ways. We literally had to part ways because it's just unacceptable. So maybe people like y'all should just go off and have your own community or do something, child, because y'all should just break apart. Because break apart from people who are really trying to like move forward and like create equality and equity for everybody. Like, we're trying to do the right thing. None of us are perfect, right? But we try to accept everybody. Like, there are some people who get it and there are just some people who just don't get it. And it just really annoys me. And honestly, like, it really, really annoys me. Like, I'm even here looking at these comments on World Star Hip Hop. Let me close this, child, because that's just the bash of the internet that I don't need to be going into. Anyways, drop down below and let me know your thoughts on this. Thank you for hearing me rant about this. This is the Stark Effect TikTok edition by Khalif Starks. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts. If you disagree with me, keep it respectful in the comments. Do not be saying nothing crazy to me. You will be blocked. I don't have time for that hostile energy. All right, but let me know your thoughts about this particular topic. Thank you for watching. Give me a follow. Check me out on YouTube at Khalif Now. That's KALEEFNOW. Thanks for watching.